What's up, everybody? It's your boy WPG Clark. Today we got a special interview we're here with.
Cool.
And for those who don't know, man, who are you? What do you do? Where are you from?
I'm 22. I'm from Vancouver, BC. I'm a rapper.
It's tradition around here. Run it back. Let the people know where you're from. And what was your upbringing like, man?
So I've always lived in Vancouver. I moved around a lot in Vancouver when I was a kid. I lived in UDC when I was young. I lived in like kind of the Carrisdale area. I moved all around, and then I ended up out on the North Shore. But I'm still kind of all around because I'm back and forth between Spain and here.
All right. I gotta ask about this whole Spain jaunt too. Like, how did you start going out to Spain and everything like that?
Well, when I was a kid, me and my family, we went out. My dad had a business partner out there. We went out there and we stayed there for a summer.
Okay.
It was like, a summer. It was more like 4 or 5 months.
Like a good bit of time.
Yeah. And that was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my life. Honestly.
How old were you at this time?
I think I was probably around 8 years old, probably.
Okay.
I remember, cause I think I remember I was 8 because I remember swimming in the pool. I was like telling this hot ass babysitter I had. That was I remember I was like, yeah, I'm turning 9 in November.
Pulling game.
Guy, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Be a big guy.
Yes, sir.
Kid.
And let's get into this music shit, man. Where did you first get that inspiration for music? Like, what were your parents listening to around you and all that kind of shit?
My parents. So for what my parents were listening to around me, I grew up on a lot of Kanye West. We're talking like Late Registration, College Dropout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those kind of things.
The early days, the good shit.
Early days, yeah. And for my dad, actually, every male in my family besides me, I can play. I did play for many years with my school in elementary. But everyone does percussion.
Okay.
And actually, I'm related to I forget what he is
the
in
degree
the family,
of separation.
but I'm related to Dizzy Gillespie, the famous trumpet player.
Oh shit.
So music has always kind of been in my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always had a full drum set in the house. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's
always been an inspiration for me, and just I mean, it's always, as a kid, even in the back of my head, you know what I mean? It's like, oh wow, yeah, that'd be sick.
When did you get into the creation of music? Like, would you always just kind of drum, or what were you doing early on?
Early on, when it came to just creating music on my own, I would just there's a lot of times because I have a older half brother from my dad's first marriage.
Okay.
And we would always just jam out, you know what I mean? Things like that. But when it came to the actual creation of music, that didn't come around until high school for me.
Yeah. And where did you find the motivation to kind of start making music on your own and doing your own thing like that?
Were
you did you have a homie that did it?
Yeah. I first I met one of my friends. We called him Birkin, and he was in grade 11. I think I was in grade 9 at the time.
Okay.
And he put me onto a lot of DJ Screw and things like that. Well, he didn't put me on to DJ Screw and stuff because my grandma always gave me a large influence from Texas music and DJ Screw, big everyone. Yeah. You know what I mean? And besides that, the music influence has been. I started it with around probably I think I recorded my first song ever probably in 10th grade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what was that process like? Did you guys have a beat and you just wanted to start writing on it?
Well, it was always just me.
Yeah.
It was because he didn't make music. Actually, he did make music, and then he stopped making music, so he recorded me once or twice, and then I actually met someone else through him.
Oh, okay.
And that was shout out my boy Johnny Dopesick.
Shout out, big shout out.
And he was the first person that really put something like in my head that he was like,
This is something you want to do.
No, this is something
can do.
you could do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay.
Because this is like high school days when we would just sit in the room, or the room and freestyle.
Lunch
you know what
table
I mean?
shit.
And
Yes,
the thing
sir.
is, he was like, he was like 20, 22. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So he actually had a little bit more of a view of life. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
hearing it from him was different than hearing it from, you know what I mean, some 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, one of your
in
like
the
direct
in the
peers.
hallway or
Yeah,
some shit.
for sure. And with that first track, like, did you find some shit off YouTube? Did you hit up a producer? How did you go about it?
Well, actually, this is back in like the SoundCloud days.
Yeah.
There's this rapper named Lil Shark. There's this
Okay.
kid. Who
I think
like,
I've heard of him.
oh,
Actually.
yeah, it was this kid, and he was like, there's some funny stuff. It was like he was a kid, and he was just like saying some like obscene shit,
Belligerent
like,
shit.
belligerent
like,
shit.
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
obscene wasn't the word, but yeah, belligerent shit. And my buddy that I met that was showing that kind of brought Screw back into like my life and stuff like that, and he got me a feature actually for free. So that's
Okay.
but I never released it. So yeah, that was really the process for recording my first song.
And then after like getting a feature and going through the whole process, like you were probably pretty like driven to make music from that point.
Honestly, no, because at that point I was still in like grade 9.
Okay.
I dropped out in 10th grade.
Yeah.
And then I went to an alternative program. I went in and out of the alternative program 3 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Third time that my dad kind of realized, he was like, okay, maybe it's not just you. Like,
Yeah.
maybe this isn't for you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in the however many years of high school I was out of, from, you know what I mean, not being in school, I learned way more that applies to my life now than it, you know what I mean, than I would have learned in school. And yeah, but my first
Definitely.
mic I stole from that alternative program.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Fuck you, West Van High.
Hey, yeah, I always gotta ask about like first studio setups and shit like that. Like, what were you recording on back in the day, like for your?
It was a
first
Blue
shit?
Snowball, and well, this was like, still like, this is just me fucking around. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, I wasn't even really releasing shit at this
Mhm.
point. I think I released like 1 or 2 songs on SoundCloud.
Just like some random.
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
Like, yeah.
But it was like a shitty Blue Snowball setup, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I had like Audacity, I think.
Classic.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it wasn't anything crazy. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And I always gotta ask too, like, what came first, the beat or the lyrics? Like, did you have some bars and shit written
It
out?
depends on the situation.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, like with your writing process, is it always just different? Like, it could be you thought of some shit, or you find a sick beat. Like,
It all depends on the situation.
Yeah.
It all depends on the vibe, you know what I mean, the situation, everything. Because sometimes, most of the time I find myself writing bars that are like, because nowadays you gotta have bars that aren't just, that don't just rhyme, but that are like, not only just catchy, but that are like, that catch your brain.
yeah, yeah.
And that is, I usually write all those without even a beat. I'll just think of them on the spot sometimes.
And then work it in.
I'll be laying in bed, and then I'll be working on a song, and I'll rethink, wait, I got that bar I wrote down, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to like selecting beats and shit like that, what do you usually turn to? You got like somebody on your team?
I
You
got
just kinda-
producers that I work with. Shout out 5 Times.
Hey, it's big shout out.
Besides that, I like to work with Beats by Sav. Shout out him. And I got a couple other homies. But besides that, I've been working a lot with like Beats by Sav and my homie 8 and 5 Times. And then also I've worked with Ruel Stop Playing and RJ Always Trippin'.
Okay.
So
okay.
like a lot of Detroit stuff, a lot of it's either Detroit or like some sort of melodic
yeah.
type beat. You know what I mean? I like to bridge the gap sometimes.
Okay. And like when you're trying to create like a style for a track, do you try and make it sound like a specific city's sound based on where you get the beat from, or are you always
Hell
just
no.
doing your own shit?
Hell no, bro.
Yeah.
Hell no. It's me. It's Goop, and it's always fucking Goop, bro.
Hey, yes,
Simple.
for sure.
Simple.
Respect. And who like do you fuck with on like a collaboration level? Like, do you have some boys that you always kind of make tracks with?
I have boys that I'm always in the studio with, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
and stuff like
okay.
that. I got the main person I work with, is my boy Jalen 3030. But we got a good track out. It's called Feel Me. You know what I mean? You can search that up. It's on YouTube.
I'll drop
It's on-
some links. I'll
so-
drop some links.
we're blessed,
sir.
blessed. But yeah, no, what's it called? Besides that, everyone else right now we're all focused on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, doing your
Getting our
solo
own shit.
stuff.
We're
and-
really dialed in on it, exactly.
Okay. Are there any like notable shout outs for people in the scene out here that you could recommend to my fans back home in Winnipeg?
Well, besides me, obviously.
Yeah, you gotta check out the boy Coop. You already know.
Besides me, I would say my boy 312 Kilo, One Up Cuckoo, and then 312 Quintana, of course. That's my boy. There's no way I could forget that. If you need beats, hit my boy 8 and 5 times, 5 times 5. That's like
Ooh.
25 on me, you know it.
Ooh.
And fuck. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on any
Yeah,
of the
no.
homies right now. I feel bad, you know what I mean? 312 Dama, that's my boy. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know how it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once you were getting older and shit, like around high school, were you like getting on your bullshit early on and started partying and doing all that shit? Or were you still kind of chilling out until like you got a bit older?
Nah, fam, I was reckless.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Yeah.
reckless. I dropped out what's it called? I dropped out in like 9th grade, and
Okay.
I was just partying as hard as I could, cause
Yeah.
like both my parents, they had their own vices. They went to rehab, you know what I mean, a
Yeah.
couple times, and
Okay.
that made me, like, you know what I mean, kind of want to stay away from drugs for a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then like everyone else does, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody's got their vices. Like,
And
everybody
I
find
started getting
something.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Okay.
got one family member that's a gambler. I got one family member that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of my fucking aunties, you know, she used
Everybody's
to sip,
touching all
she used
points.
to sip drink, bro, around me when I was in, like, fucking,
Okay.
when I was, like, fucking 6 years old type shit, bro. You know what
So
I
you
mean?
were exposed to like the drank culture pretty young?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I didn't really know what it was at the time, like, when I was that young, obviously, but I figured out when I got older.
What could you say are like some of your future goals when it comes to like this music shit and like career wise? What are you looking to do in the future?
I'm just in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
The
just-
big picture goal.
The big picture goal is to, you know what I mean, is just to keep going at the pace I'm going, bro,
Yeah.
and fucking to get there.
Okay.
It's like most people don't realize. It's like you literally. It sounds corny as hell, but life's a video game, bro.
Yes,
Life's
sir.
the biggest, and trust me, I ain't saying this on some weird like tweaker shit.
Yeah.
Life's like, bro, but I'm just saying it as like an analogy. Like,
Mhm.
you could do anything you want, you know what I mean? If you wanted to go fucking beat the shit out of someone on the street right now, you could, bro. You could do that.
Realistically,
You know what I
can.
mean? You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, most people don't realize if you put work in every single day for something that you know what I mean? What? There's no way that fucking, you know what I mean? You can't
Reach
get
that.
somewhere,
Yeah.
at least. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because also with this music shit, there is a lot of levels to
For sure.
to what people would say is fame or a level of
Success or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, definitely. And it is, I feel like it does all boil down to like personal preference, you know?
Mhm.
Some people think they make it once they get signed. Some people think they make it once they just get a house from it.
I got guys that are like classic SoundCloud rappers, you know what I mean, that
Yeah.
they have a very niche fan base, but they sell merch and they get hella streams, you know what I mean, but that's their level of success and they're happy with that, you know what I mean? For me, I'm just focused on just the next step, always.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about some huge,
Some
like,
big picture
I'm not
shit.
thinking, I think about the big picture, but I'm not sitting here thinking, oh fuck, should I sign with the label or should I go independent? No, I
Okay.
just want to make the fucking best music I can right now.
Yeah.
Get all that and get as many eyes on me as I can.
No, I feel
Simple.
that. I feel that for sure. If you could have like let's say a dream beat, like from any producer in the game right now.
Oh fuck, dream beat. Main
Yeah.
producer in the game. Raw on the beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people go with Mustard. I find that's a common answer. DJ Mustard. If we fuck
Yeah,
Mustard.
it's a classic. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised there's a lot of new school people that are saying that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What can the people like expect from you in the near future? You got any like mixtapes planned, videos, any new drops coming up?
Well, I just dropped the video for Positions, and it's on all platforms also.
Hey, go
I'm
check
sure
that
bro
shit
will put
out.
it in the link.
Yes, sir.
I have I have a lot of new stuff coming out,
Okay.
and I'm really excited for the new stuff because it's stuff that'll make people take a step back and kind of take me in again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's definitely some new flows and some new
Yeah. You changed it
styles,
up a bit?
styles and such. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I posted 2 teasers on my Instagram. You know what I mean? At goop.in on Instagram.
What's the whole studio game like out here for you?
I record mainly with my boys 312 at the 312 Studios.
Okay.
But besides that, there's a couple good studios. I recorded at this one called I need a light actually.
Oh yeah.
I recorded at this one called Compound for a while, but mainly, honestly, I recorded with my bro 312 Quintana. He's done a lot of work with like Northside Benji.
Okay.
He did like I forget, probably like 5 songs on the 6 Buzz tape.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite engineers to work with. You know what I mean? Because he's different. He doesn't just want to make. He doesn't want to just record you. He wants to like help you make something that's like a really like a good piece of music. You know what I mean?
Okay. So would you say like his studio is a place that like somebody from Winnipeg you would recommend them to check out if they came down and wanted to
Yeah.
record?
If you guys need a studio and you're out here, hit up at 312 Quintana. You know what I mean? On
Okay,
Instagram, tell him Goop sent you. You know what I
Alright.
mean? He'll get you set up.
And like what type of equipment do you prefer recording on? Do you have like a mic preference or anything like that?
I like Newman's.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to shout out my boy Beats by Benji too. Beats by Benji,
Hey.
I like to work with him too. You know what I mean? He's a good vibe always. But
Okay.
preferences, I like when I'm recording at the home studio, it's a AT2020 and a Scarlett interface. You know what I mean? Simple shit. But
Yeah.
when I'm in the studio, Newman's are nice. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna act like I know. my
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Those road,
Yeah, it's like
those,
me. Yeah.
those road mics are cool. The ones that look like them podcast ones, the Shure ones, I think they're
Yeah,
called.
sure.
Those ones are fire. My boy at the Front Supplies, that's his store. He has a fucking Shure mic, and he has a sick studio. You know what I mean? If y'all need
Okay.
studio time, also you can hit him up.
Yes, sir. When it comes to recording and shit, do you have like, you know, you hear about rappers having like a certain method for the booth, like they gotta smoke up, or they don't do nothing, or they gotta like, you know, take a couple shots. Do you have any sort of like tradition that you have when it comes to recording?
Well, as my pops always told me, you know what I mean? Not my pops, my OG. He told me it's all about riding the wave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Everyone's got their own mix. Whether it's drugs or not, whether it's fucking caffeine with a little bit of fucking CBD and fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's
everybody-
got their wave they ride, and then fucking there's people who take their ADHD meds and they take their fucking anxiety meds and they get their wave going. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
As I say, you know what I mean, the fucking damn, I got tech on. Ash on the tech, please. We good. But fucking, as my dad used to joke, he used to say that Cena Wolf of Wall Street when he's walking, explaining what he takes during the day.
Yeah,
that used
yeah.
to be him, cause like my
Okay.
dad used to be working in the finance industry, and
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, that's what it was like back then.
Okay. When it comes to performing and shit like that, when was your first live performance?
First live performance, fuck, bro. Hit me with the hard ones. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
a long
but-
time ago.
Long time ago. Not even a long time ago, just bad memory. Probably a couple of years, yeah.
Okay.
Couple years, 2017 probably.
Yeah.
And COVID fucked it up. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I was doing shows consistently there, but then I upped my price. They booked one more time, and then they clearly didn't feel like paying that price anymore.
Okay.
But then I got offers again, and then COVID fucked everything. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. What would you say was like your favorite show that you've ever performed at?
I thought you were gonna say my favorite TV show. I was like, that's a weird transition.
Yeah, holy shit.
Favorite show, fuck. When I opened for Lil Mosey with my boy Yerm Sauce. That
Okay.
was the first like sold out show I ever opened.
That was on that Canadian tour that he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the whole process like behind that? Like, how did you get on the bill and like shit like that?
Luckily, I shot out my boy. We had some songs together. He showed him to his manager. His manager was like, "Yeah, bring him." So we did it together. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And that
okay.
was the first time like I did a concert because I dropped the song probably like a couple weeks before. And that was the first time at the concert like I could hear the crowd
Yeah.
singing my song, and like that was crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that feeling, you know?
Yeah, trust.
And I gotta ask too, what would your Goop's dream rider? What's on Goop's rider?
Ooh, that's a good question, fam. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes,
That's a
sir.
good question. My dream rider. I'm trying not to be cheesy and say some fucking fun act or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, let's say food first. Let's go with some like Takis.
Okay.
But I need a couple lemons, you know what I mean? So I can like put them on the Takis.
Yeah,
and
balance
shit.
that shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like to escort that bitch on.
Yeah.
And then Takis, I need some fucking Gatorade.
Okay. Okay.
Because like I'm trying to think about what color. Ideally yellow or blue. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then if it's a rider where they can get me, like weed and shit like that, which most riders are nowadays, I
Yeah.
assume. I need like an ounce of like some za, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Some fucking.
You think one bag would get you through the show?
One bag for me.
Yeah. Just for you. Just for you.
Yeah. Whoever's on the rider's got to at least have a
Yeah.
half ounce to themselves, you know what I mean?
For real,
That'd be
real.
on the rider too. But and then besides that, I just need like a lot of exotic sodas. So what if I have a cough that weekend? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
fam? You know what I mean?
might be rolling in sick.
Exactly.
Gotta save your voice for the show.
Exactly, fam.
What type of shit are you on right now? Like, what are you listening to?
I like a lot of like Shorty Shorty.
Okay.
I've always had a large West Coast influence because my mom's from San Francisco
Yeah.
and my dad's from my mom's from San Francisco, my grandma's from LA, and my grandpa's from fucking like Compton, like the center of Compton. But he lived at half-time Compton, half-time Detroit. So he was living, you know what I mean? He was living it, definitely. But besides that, yeah, that's really it.
Okay. And like, are there any, like underground rappers from other cities that you're really on their shit right now?
I'm listening to a lot of like Can and like a lot of Summers. Yeah. Besides that, like I right now listen to like Shorty Shorty, as I said.
Yeah.
Fucking who else? Capilla Gray, Central C. I got a lot of UK homies
Okay.
around the UK. So,
What
a
about
lot of UK shit for sure.
what about out east, like Toronto and shit like that?
Yeah, what's it called? I'm into fucking like you know what I mean, YG,
Yeah.
Jay Neat, Rest in
Okay.
Peace Houdini,
Yes, sir.
Northside Benji, you know, all them.
Yeah. You fuck with like Pressa, Top 5.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I say all them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. You're mainly into like West Coast shit, like you're saying.
Yeah, mainly West Coast, but I've always been a diverse person when it comes to music. Like, bro,
Definitely, me too, man.
you'll catch me listening to some shit you wouldn't expect. Like I love the Gorillas.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
classic shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's one band that I love. Like I'll love to the day I die.
Yeah.
That's like definitely a dream collaboration of mine.
Yeah, that would be insane. And are you fucking with any like the mainstream dudes like Meek, Drake, Yachty, anybody that's like really in the
Yachty
spotlight?
right now, snapping for sure.
Yeah,
for
for real. Have you heard Meek's new
I've-
project?
No, actually,
It's
I
pretty
haven't
good,
had
pretty
time to, because this is the thing, I don't like to, like, just, like,
Get into other.
no, I don't like to just, like, if something comes out, I don't like to just check it out right away and, like, scroll through it quick.
Okay.
I like to, like, kind of just, like, let it not die down, but let it slow down a bit and then take the time, one at a time, to listen to the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
When was it that you knew that you wanted to like pursue music? Like, at what was there like a turning point? Did you know, have a sick drop or something?
Turning point. I probably was when there was just more, because I'm a very like a very critical person of myself. So at the end of the day, once it was there was a decent amount of like of people telling me that, hey, like, you have something, you should really like go for it. That's really when I started going for it. Hey, let's get all you who are subscribed to go to my channel and get me to fucking 100 subscribers,
Yes, sir.
so I could drop those 2 songs on my Instagram for my fans.
Are there any final shout outs that you want to give?
Shout out all the gang, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Shout out, you know what I mean? All the Goop Team soldiers, you know what I mean? Shout out my pop, shout out my little bro Stir, you know what I mean?
Hey,
You
respect,
know what I mean?
respect.
Shout out everyone.
And once again, for those who don't know, where can they find you at? What are your ats, you know?
My ads are goop.in on Instagram. My Spotify is Goop, Goop, and my YouTube is Goop also.
Yes, sir. I'll drop all those links down below. It's been another great episode, WPG Clark Podcast. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for the link up.
No problem, man.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you fucking hit that subscribe button, hit that like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about Goop.
Hey, hit the subscribe button for my fucking boy right here.
Yes, sir.
Stop playing, you know what I mean?
Man, cut that
He
shit
pulled up, recorded, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Did
sir.
it proper. While y'all sleeping. You know
Get
what I
that
mean?
network
Say
going.
less.
Go check out Goop. We got to make that BC Manitoba connection. You already know. WPG Clark, we out here.